But now I know sometimes feeling like something is wrong is just part of the process. Back then, I was just uneducated and I just didn't know what I didn't know. Now I know a whole lot more. So, just sharing some things that I've been through in my lock journey, and I'm gonna take it back to year one. I definitely felt that, I didn't look like other people locks. And we've said it over and over again. We're not supposed to compare ourselves, but I did compare myself to other people locks. Looked at theirs, looked at mine's. Definitely felt that my hair looked messy, often enough. Felt like I never could tame it, and I just didn't know what all that really meant. And it stressed me out being new in my lock journey. I didn't know what to do. I was overthinking. I couldn't help to look at other people. It discouraged me. I was frustrated, and there were many, many times where I just wanted to quit and give up because I felt like I was wasting my time. I really, really felt like, this is a part of the process, so they say, but I didn't like it. And honestly speaking, it was rough going through that process. But you all know that if you went through your life journey already. I learned that the hard way. I only had one person talking to me the whole time, giving me information, and that was my loctician, and I hated the messy days. The messy, frizzy, ugly, unraveling days stressed me out a whole lot. It made me feel like I wasn't progressing. It made me feel like it wasn't working. It made me feel like it was a waste of time. It made me feel like, I was overachieving and overdoing what I could do. And it made me feel like I was way out of my league. And I felt all those ways because I felt like, maybe this just is not for me. Maybe this is just for someone who has a thicker texture hair, a kinkier texture of hair, fuller hair, longer hair, or a different grade. I just really, really thought like it's just me. It's just me, and for whatever reason, it's not gonna work out for me. Like maybe I needed to do something different that I didn't do. But I don't want to go into like all the assumptions and everything like that. But I will get into an assumption. And one assumption I did have, early on in my life journey, I just thought that, maybe I wasn't doing enough. Maybe I wasn't doing enough washing, or maybe I wasn't doing enough retwisting, or maybe I wasn't doing enough you know, purchasing of products that the lock community said I needed, or maybe I was doing too much of, gel in my hair, or too much product, or too much, touching, Hey, Cynical, how are you? Thank you for joining me. I thought maybe I was doing too much of something too. Like maybe I'm just doing too much color, or too much dye, or too much styles, or too much, and now I can't see anything. Like I thought many, many things in the beginning, and I overthink naturally as a woman, as a person. I overthink on a regular basis. So with my overthinking I already have originally, plus, looking at my hair and not seeing what I thought I was supposed to see, I just felt like, okay, I definitely did something wrong. I definitely messed up somewhere along the way because this don't look right. This shouldn't look like this. This is not what locks are supposed to look like. No one else looks like this. So why do I look like this? Like I definitely had that self doubt. I definitely had that fear, and I started going down the rabbit hole. Okay, what can I stop doing, or what can I do more of? Which put me right back in the rabbit hole of doing too much of something or doing too less of something. I started YouTubing and I started asking questions to people who didn't even know who had locks. Like, excuse me, can I ask you a question? How long do you have for your locks? Loading 1,000 questions at these people, expecting responses that was gonna help me directly right then and there. And it kind of made me more confused and more frustrated. It kind of really didn't help me, but I thought it was gonna be the help I needed. And I didn't know I just needed to be freaking patient. I didn't know that. I thought that, I messed up somewhere. And I learned the hard way that I really didn't. I had the wrong assumption. I didn't mess up anywhere, and when I got that, it was too late because, obviously my hair started looking like something, which let me know I didn't mess up. But the truth of the matter was, my hair was locking and progressing and blossoming that whole time, and I didn't know it because I was trying to control it. I was trying to control the the frizz. I was trying to control the messy. I was trying to control the wild hair that was sticking up left. I was trying to control everything with my hair, and it never dawned on me that that craziness was my hair doing magic. Good evening, Third. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me. It never dawned on me like that's what that was. It was like, this is ugly. I don't look pretty. Like, this is messing up my life. Like, it was just so negative. I was so negative. I had so much doubt and fear. And shout out to Third World Columbia. Shout out to the Cynical One. They actually knew me in that part of my journey. They are testimonies to my journey here right in the chat right now. And I just was in my head, just in my head, 247 in my head. And I know if it was me, I know it's other people too. I know it wasn't just me, because there's no real rule book in the beginning. So you just go by what your hair is doing. You just look at your hair and look at other people and just ask questions and hope to get answers. If you get answers, cool. If you don't, it's like, all right, let me, go back to the wheel, let me go back to the drawing board and try something different, or do something different. And I'm just here to say that, just because it doesn't look like Locs, or just because it doesn't look like anything, or just because you think it's not progressing, or just because you think it doesn't like other people around you, does not mean you're doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. As a matter of fact, you're doing everything right. Everything right. I guarantee you, money back guarantee you, you're doing everything right. And it doesn't feel like it, but that's when it's going right. When it's most uncomfortable, when it's most ugly, when it's most strange, when it's most weird, is when everything happening is right. When it looks like nothing is happening, that's when everything happening is right. But it takes some time to see that. You don't see it in the beginning. And for me, it took at least 8, 9 months. Around 8, 9 months, I started really believing, believing, because I started seeing it. And I'm like, thank the Lord. That's when I started really seeing it. I started seeing the rough, curly, you know, dreadlock style textured hair. I started seeing that rough appearance. I started seeing that woolliness, that coarseness, my natural lock shininess, it went away. More buzz, more rods came, and as I said in my previous live video, it all came when I stopped stressing out about how my hair looks 24/7. As soon as I stopped thinking about it 24/7, that's when everything happens. So if you hear anything in this message tonight, hear that just because it doesn't look like anything, just because it doesn't, seem like it looks like other people's around you, does not mean it's not doing anything. So don't be discouraged. You got this. It ain't just you. Someone else has been there. I want to send a special shout out to the chat. How you guys doing? To read some comments in the chat right now. Hey, Cynical, thank you for popping by, sister, all the time. Appreciate you. Hey, Third World Colombian. Good evening, Kashal. Your locks look very healthy and thick. You definitely come a long way with your hair journey. Hope all is well with you. Thank you. And definitely hit that like and subscribe button on your way in into a replay game. Do your thing. And another thing I want to let you guys know out here in these YouTube streets, I have an ebook on Amazon. It's called What Mattered and What Didn't Matter in My Lock Journey. You can also get that ebook on Gumroad if you don't have an Amazon or electronic device. You can get a PDF download of that book. What actually mattered and what didn't matter in my life journey. You can check out the link in my bio for that content. And I'll see you guys later. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for the love. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys next time. Shout out to everybody on Life Journey. This is me, 6 years, and 6 years approaching June 1st, 2026 is my 6 year anniversary. I'll be 6 years locked. So if you come across my video and you're doubting yourself and you're insecure, you're worried, you're afraid, you're overthinking something is wrong, it's probably not. It's probably not. Thank you guys so much for joining. I will chat with you guys later. Shout out to Third World Colombian. Shout out to the Cynical One. Shout out to everyone who's entering the chat right now. Chelsea Moulette, Ahmad, Abraham. Shout out to you guys. Wanted to let you guys know in this life journey, just because I don't like it's doing anything does not mean it's not doing anything. That's a part of the trick. That's a part of the scam. That's part of the trap. You're good. So I'll see you guys later. I'm out of here. Have a great evening. Peace.